Thank you very much, Vice District Governor Mike. And I'm excited to tell you that our Council of Governors, uh, the three district governors, the three first vice district governors, along with the Global Action Team leaders in the state, Ron Mitchell for membership, Ron Siebold for service, myself for leadership, and our council chair, Bubba, talked, and we applied and asked for Lions Clubs International to invest money in the state to help us to grow our membership and expand our footprint of service. And after submitting that report on March 7th of this month, we received notice that Lions Clubs International has agreed to give us a grant of $10,000. That's a matching grant. They'll pay 75% of it, and we match it with 25% from state money. But this is going to give us a great opportunity. And what I'd like to share with you in the next few minutes is what we as vice district governors, region chairs, zone chairs, need to do in order to maximize this grant and cover some of the goals. But I'm excited that we are going to be the recipient of a Lions Club International grant. I hope that you're as excited as I am. It's going to help us to mobilize Lions in the area of service, membership, leadership, and just a little extra for LCIF. As we move through the presentation, there it is, $10,000, 75-25 matching grant. We're going to talk about serving in April. And we tonight that's on this call, we're going to get a jump start on that. And by April 1st, hopefully have reached the first goal that we'll cover in just a minute. Membership, we're going to begin to plan a membership growth event in April, and we're going to host a membership growth event in May. And Lions Clubs International has money to help our clubs to offset the cost of postage, decorations, refreshments, and a meeting room if we need to rent a meeting room. They've got some money. They're going to allocate it to us. We're going to talk about how that your clubs in your zones and your regions can participate fully. And then leadership must lead the way. It's really up to our district governor team, our 4 region chairs, and our 15, I believe it's 15, zone chairs here in 34A in order for us to lead the way. Because in District B and District C, they have the same opportunity, and they're going to share in this grant money. But I don't think that their success is going to be as great as ours, because we are committed to making sure that we utilize this money in a very positive way. And along the way, when we've got their attention, we're going to give a shout out occasionally to LCIF and encourage clubs to give some money to LCIF, whether that's $20, $50, $100, to help us to reach our goals in the state of Alabama. Tonight, for just a few minutes, I'd like to cover why we need to move now. I'd like to talk about how we're going to call all the Lions to help. We're going to look at finishing this year strong and what the benchmarks or the goals of this grant is. We're going to talk about the plan of action and what we need you as region and zone chairs to do. We're going to have an opportunity for comments, questions, and concerns, and we're going to leave here tonight all excited for spending Lions Clubs International's money in a most effective and efficient manner. This is why that we need to move now. These are the membership trends in the state of Alabama since 2009. You can see we've dropped from 3,799 members all the way to this past December, 2,882. If we continue to do nothing and the trends continue, we're going to be down to 1,900 members by 2029. And none of us want that, because we know that there's no organization out there that can impact the vision of our citizens in our communities, that can help with diabetes education, can empower those who are going through pediatric cancer, that can improve the environment and can help to solve the question of world hunger in Alabama any better than the Lions of Alabama. And so we're going to take this arrow and we're going to figure out how to turn it up so that we can expand our footprint of service in such a powerful, powerful way. These are the key areas that need our attention in order for us to continue to move forward. And the first is we need to really focus on adding members to existing clubs. Our clubs for the last year, a lot of them have turned out the lights, and we need to help them to turn on the lights. A lot of them have not been meeting and engaging with their members consistently, and we need to work with them to bring those members in, back in, and to replace those who have wandered off and are not coming back. The other area is we need to retain our members with exciting service and exciting fellowship, and that's what we're talking about. Whether it's the ramp project, it's buying glasses, it's building beds, it's recycling glasses, the environment, or just simply being a streetwalker and picking up trash. Whatever it is, we need to make those things exciting so our members can get back in the habit of using their hands to impact their community. And so this grant money is going to help us in these two areas. It's going to take our past district governors. It's going to take our district governor team, our region chairs, our club officers. Actually, it's going to take all the members in 34A for us to grow toward greater service so we can expand our footprint of service. And I'm so excited to tell you that we're going to be able to do that. And it's not going to cost us, the Lions of 34A, any money. Lions Clubs International and our state, Multiple District 34, is going to fund everything I'm talking about tonight. Who likes free money here? I like free money. Anyone else like free money? And I like it because it can go further than my money. And we're going to all work together to get it taken care of. It's going to take every Lion, and that's where you as zone chairs and region chairs come in, because you'll reach out to our clubs, and our clubs will reach out to their members, and we're going to get everyone working together and moving forward. Here's the goals, and it's really exciting that in the month of April and May, our goal is to have 120 service projects in 60 days. That's statewide. So in 34A, we just need 40 service projects in the April and May. That's one service project per club. And we're going to go back and even count some of the projects that have not been reported so that we can make that goal and that impact. That's the one goal I really think that we can get done in the next 2 weeks if we can get our region chairs, our zone chairs on the phone, talking with our clubs. And Lion Ron is putting together a fillable PDF, which will be emailed to you tomorrow. So when you're talking to whatever club, and Fort Payne has reported service, but for let's say that Fort Payne had not, and their zone chairman calls their president and says, you know, I'm trying to help us, the district, reach this goal of having 40 projects reported. Can you tell me a service project your club's been involved in since last July when we started this year? And they're going to say, oh, we bought 3 pair of glasses last month. And that zone chair is going to fill in all that form, email it to Sarah Provines, our district administrator. Sarah then is going to put it in, and that's another club that has been has reported service. Currently, 20% of our clubs have reported service. We need another 40% or 16 clubs to report a service project in the next 2 weeks. Do you think we can get that done? That's one service project per zone chair and region chair just getting reported in the next 2 weeks. I think we can do it. And then we're going to get that'll put us at 60% of the clubs reporting service. We're going to add 120 members in the next 60 days. That's just 40 members in District 34A. And I believe that we can get that done, and we're going to talk about how that we're going to get that done. The other exciting thing is if you don't have a service project, Ron Seabold is going to suggest to you that you buy a brick for the Knights of the Blind Walk at Ivy Green. And when you buy that brick, based on their number of people that pass through Ivy Green every year and the number of bricks out there that will be bought, every club that buys a brick is going to be able to report that they've impacted 1,000 lives by buying that brick for $100. And so that's another opportunity for us to really punch that over the top. And in the area of public relations, we're going to try to get 60% of our clubs to publish one service project on Facebook or a local newspaper and report it to their zone chair in this 60 days. Is there anyone here that thinks that those goals cannot be met for the state of Alabama, and 40 and a third of them be met for our district? I knew that y'all would agree that it's doable. And our stretch goal is to charter 3 new clubs. And I'm here to tell you that they've already started in Trussville, they've started in East Montgomery, and we're going to start here in A and find a place to plant a club. Now, this is the 4-month plan of action where that you as zone chairs and region chairs are so valuable to this process. We're going to use the 100 service ideas. We're going to use the Walk of Sight or the Knights of the Blind Walk at Ivy Green. We're going to use the local hands-on service projects to help us in service. In the area of membership, we're going to use the Membership Growth Event Toolbox, the Just Ask brochure, and the Safari Hunt. In March, when we've only got 8 days left, we're going to release to every lion in the state a special edition of the Alabama Lion, extra, read all about it. It's going to share the plan of action. It's going to celebrate the 2 new clubs we've started. It's going to recognize clubs that have added members and provided service from July through February. It's going to provide 100 service ideas for all lions. It's going to provide Membership Growth Event Toolbox link for all members. It's going to provide the Just Ask manual to all club officers. Everything that any lion in the state needs is going to be right there in one email for them to move forward. Then we're going to communicate that plan to all the GATs. We're going to continue to have zone chair meetings and club officer meetings and build things up and get it excited. On April the 12th, we're going to train all zone chairs concerning the Membership Growth Event so that you can coach all of our clubs through the process and help them to add members. And as Mike said, it's not a hard thing to do, but it is a little time consuming, and there's some things that you need to do in order to be successful, because clubs that will follow the steps at Lions Clubs International's Membership Growth Event end up with results +8, +10, +12. Those that do not end up with results +0. And we've seen both extremes here in 34A in the last 2 years. And so if we can get clubs to follow the plan of action, and we just get 10 clubs to do it, I think that we can in fact add probably 60 to 70 members instead of just the 40 that we're shooting for. In April, we're going to host the webinar on service reporting and service ideas so that we can help all of our club secretaries understand how to report their service and help everyone to understand that service is not always a club project. But I may go out and help to build a ramp that still needs to be put on my club's service because I went, I gave, I wore my Lions shirt, I impacted society. I went to the school and I read a book to the kindergarten classroom for Dr. Seuss Day. If I wear my little lion logo and I go do that, then I can take and have my club report that I impacted 30 kids by reading a book for 15 minutes at the school. So service is what we as individual lions do, sometimes small groups of lions within our club, and sometimes it's a big project that takes everyone in our club. We're going to cover all of that. We're going to ask our zone chairs to contact the clubs to get that service information and to pass that along to our district administrator to put in My LCI. We're going to start it early. We're going to try to get a big win early, and then we're going to finish up. Wouldn't it be great if we ended up with 100% reporting instead of our goal of 60%? And then the zone chairs are going to talk with the clubs and ask them, we've got up to $150 reimbursement if you'll agree to do a membership growth event. Will you accept and participate in this grant? Now, we'll have some clubs that will say, I'm so terribly sorry, we're not interested. We like being 4 members. If we had a 5th, we couldn't play golf on Saturday. We're going to thank them very much and we're going to move on. We're looking for half of our clubs to agree to do a membership growth event. Here in 34A, that's 20 clubs. And I think with 20 clubs that we can still report a plus 60 in members in April and in May just by this event, maybe more than that. And if we have more than half the clubs in the state that want to participate, then the number, the $9,000 we have, will be divided by the clubs that agree to participate. In May, we're going to help them to host their growth events. We're going to ask that our DG teams, our council chair, our GAT leaders, our zone chairs be available to go and to speak at the membership growth events. If a club asks us to help them, then we're going to put our best Lion shirt on, our tie if it's a more formal event. We're getting our car and we're going to go, because we as the leaders at 34A are not ever going to be able to say, I wish I had done something, because we're going to be over the top, very helpful in getting this done and making sure we're successful. In June, it's real easy. We're going to communicate our total results of the SML, small, medium, large, service membership leadership blitz. We're going to assist clubs in reporting all their service activities that they haven't gotten reported. We're going to go out and begin to induct new members. And in July, we're going to be able to serve more than we've ever served before. The district governor team is going to stay engaged with our zone chairs, and our zone chairs have to stay engaged with our club officers. And when everyone stays engaged, we're going to turn these gears, and our zone chairs are going to be the key to success. Let me stop right there and ask any questions before I move on. Any questions or comments? Anyone excited that Lions Clubs International is going to spend $10,000, or actually $7,500 of the $10,000 grant in Alabama?
Well, I know I am. I know how well it works, how little work it takes to set it up. Packs of cookies, some Kool-Aid, some peanuts, and you're good to go. I know we have some zone chairs that are busy in other areas. I know Tim Carter, I've spoken with him. I'll be more than glad to help him out, but I know Tim's a good hard worker. And I have a lot of confidence in him going to his clubs and asking them to participate. And Tim, I'll help you all I can. I know Michelle will too. So I know you're involved with the ramp project, but don't let that deter you, okay?
Thank you, Mike. I'll be calling on you.
Moving on, this next slide is real easy. We need 60% of their clubs to participate in reporting service. We need our zone chairs, 100% of them, to be the communicators and engaging folks. And our district governor teams, we need them to be engaging with their zone chairs and standing in the gap for any zone chairs who may not be as active or engaged as they need to be. And then our region chairs will need to step in the place of some of their zone chairs. And our region chairs need to be following up with their zone chair persons. Questions, comments, or concerns about the grant, about what we've said, or what we need you to do in the next 2 weeks? I put them to sleep,
Now's
Mike.
the time to, I was going to say, now's the time to speak up. No questions too dumb, no questions too off the wall. It's better to get it out in the air now when we got Jerome to answer it. So don't be shy, people. I think it'll work. I know it'll work.
That report was so concise and so thorough. If you listen carefully, you probably don't have any questions.
You're very kind, District Governor. Mike.
It's the truth.
There being no questions, no
Sir.
comments, concerns, silence gives us consent. So tomorrow, when we mail out those forms to our zone chairs, I know that they're going to be on the phone asking about service projects. Tonight, before I hang up and I get off, I will send to you a list of all the clubs that have reported service in 34A that we already know are engaged, so that we just have the 80% who have not reported that we need to contact. So that's 32 clubs that we need to contact. No other questions. I appreciate everything, and I will stop sharing my screen and turn the meeting back over to you.